Battle of BC7 had an extraordinarily talented group of players, all vying for the crown. This is the biggest Canadian tournament of the year, and probably one of the most stacked offline tournaments that I know of, behind Genesis X2 of course. Marlon, Zeebee, Spargo, Beastly, CakeAssault, and Mystery Soul are our top 6 contenders. Let's go to winners semis, where we see Marlon face off against Zeebee. Game 1 sees Marlon get off to a 2-stock lead thanks to an early percent Ledgehog. Easy game 1 from Marlon, and he seems to take that momentum straight into game 2. Commentary from this game was on point. Take a look at what they had to say.
Still just no problems here for Marlon. Picks up another combo, misses the second up air, but no problem as another grab sets himself up. But once again, rinse, repeat.
Oh my god.
He's made of water.
Yeah, it's true, man.
To take the second stock, Marlon pulls out this wacky forward air to back air string coast to coast, putting him at yet another 2-stock advantage. Marlon finishes this game without dropping a stock. Zeebee has to find something, and fast. And he does. For the first time this set, Zeebee finds a foothold and takes the first stock in game 3. As tides often do, this one changed, and Marlon found himself at the driver's seat, taking the game with one of the most impressive combos of top 6. Let's see it happen.
Marlon chases him all the way to the corner and gets all the damage out.
Yeah, I feel like Zeebee in shield, it's hard to deal with down tilt, it's hard to deal with any of the pressure, and that's a double nair, 39% quick.
And back onto the platform, tech chase, misses the tech once again, and a double up tilt keeps the combo going, even off that single hit bear. My god, he's all over him.
This man's looking like the best in the world.
Yeah, it's looking real good.
This is
Marlon
the
fans.
What does it mean to be strong, and what is the gap between second and third seed mean? Right. This is brutal. Yeah.
And that's going to be it. Yup, just a quick 3-0 from Marlon, dominating in every way.
On the other side of winners, we have CakeAssault versus Beastly, the latter of which is currently ahead of his projected seed, being the 5th seed in winner semis, a spot typically reserved for the 4th seed. Beastly SD'd twice this game, so Cake took this one pretty handily, ending it with an F smash. Merchant Port is the stage of choice for the second game. New game, new Beastly, let's see it. Great start from the 5th seed, showing an incredible edgeguard versus CakeAssault's Force Burn, which I didn't even know was possible. On the second stock, we see Beastly go for a ballsy edgeguard, which CakeAssault expertly reversals. The stock is gone soon after, well, almost. CakeAssault misses his chance to end his opponent's stock, allowing Beastly to have a stock lead going into the final stock. Unfortunately for Beastly, Cake takes the stock shortly after, and the game after that with a clean combo off the platform. Game 3, we see the run back on Merchant Port, which is a boring game, leading to a Beastly SD in the final stock. Cake moves on to face Marlon in winners finals. In losers quarters, we have Zeebee versus Spargo. Let's run it. Boom. Read the roll. First stock, gone. Second stock, gone. Third stock, gone. Game 1 to Zeebee. Oh, also, fun fact, did you know that Craig dies at 57 off of Charge, Claire, and Neutral Special? Wow, this move is insane. Anyways, game 2, let's run it. Spargo going for it all off the top, and he got it, but it didn't kill. It's okay though, because this happened shortly after. Run the clip.
Are you comfortable just getting in there? No?
Oh my god, he went
What
so low
the
for that one.
hell? Spargo has cojones, I will give him that. And his opponent, his ledge trapping is absurd. What is this strategy? How do you navigate this? Oh yeah, you die. Zeebee finds his way down 1 stock, but then this happens. Zeebee wins game 3, with the only interesting thing happening this game is a footage I am showing you now, where they start off the game almost exclusively playing on the right edge of Rockwall. Zeebee, showing out on the 4th game, has 2 clean stocks from him with the double rock throw and going his entire second stock almost untouched. Let's watch him cook on this last stock.
And Spargo on his last stock, but only 40%.
Gets
Certainly a
his grab
doable
up.
spot.
Okay, forward air. Yeah, dodge through.
Love that air dodge. Not something you see very often. Double reverse bear.
Oh god.
Spargo,
Yeah.
unfortunately, gets clipped by that. Doesn't get the big follow-up, but now, hold on a sec. Dude, he might be coming back into this one. The down tilt. Tipper into the double charge.
Game 5, loser goes home. Who will overcome? The last game showed some very clean Claren gameplay from Spargo, getting a nice combo here, taking the first stock here, a second stock here, and the game with this wild clip.
Tomahawk command grab. Like, the thing about Crag is, like, he has a slow aerial command grab. It's for combos. It's not for, like, winning out neutral, but this punish is brutal. He almost catches the jump there. Gets the knockdown here. Zeebee misses the up air.
Yeah.
Should be it. Yeah.
That's going to be
wow.
Congratulations to Zeebee for a 5th place finish. We are now at losers quarters, Mystery Soul versus Beastly. Beastly takes game 1 with a suave combo. Beastly also wins the second game, but Mystery Soul won in my heart due to making Fleet look cool, which I didn't even know was possible, and he did this with a neat little combo to take his first and only stock this game. Third game starts very well for Mystery Soul with an Edgehog to take the first stock. So far the games have been heavily favored towards Beastly. Can Mystery Soul turn it around? A little bit of resistance is shown from Beastly with this whack-ass combo, but his opponent was just too much for him this game as Mystery Soul ends it with an extremely efficient edgeguard. And although Mystery Soul had momentum going into the 4th game, Beastly had the stage pick and proved to be too much for the 10th seed. Congratulations to Mystery Soul on 5th place and outplacing your seed. Now we have winners finals. This is the match we've been waiting for, the number 1 and the number 2 seeds, and personally, I think it is the most exciting set of top 6. Let's get it. Game 1 was intense, with CakeAssault's consistency colliding with Marlon's movement. In the end, although he was behind most of the game, Marlon was able to clutch out a Game 1 win thanks to the classic up throw to up air combo. Marlon takes the second game with a slightly more unorthodox approach. The third game saw the closest game yet, with CakeAssault managing to take advantage of Marlon's slowing momentum. Now, with CakeAssault on the board, I think we all know how this set plays out.
Find it! Scramble situations, even the crowd are going, why there's a down there though?
Oh my
Cake!
god!
Put him on in bad situations! No puddle! Has to use it now, this is his chance, up tilt, down
Oh no,
there!
the reset!
Can we
Up
get
throw,
anything?
Up air, not quite, the platform gets him out!
Floor
Near
hugging
one,
frisbee
two,
alive,
into
there's the up strong.
No!
No cape available, goes for the clone pop. Parries
The
the neutral
parry?
B, no puddle available.
Oh my god, he had
Can't
the
find
air
the
dodge.
switch, not back air.
We're
It's
back
in trouble.
neutral! Oh, it's online, it's online, you have to be very, very
Doesn't punish it! Up throw again. It's the upper sweet spot of Marlon. Takes it. Cake. Fumbled the bag. Fumbled the goddamn bag. He had that puddle confirmed. He had the puddle.
Now we have losers semis, Spargo versus Beastly. They are 1-1 in set count. Let's see who is able to grab the lead in the set count. In the first game, the Claren main looked firmly in control until Beastly found a clever second stock to tie it 1-1 before taking the game off of an Zetterburn F smash. In Game 2, both players were playing extremely well, both sporting combos of their own, but Game 2 saw the same outcome as Game 1. In Game 3, we saw an early ledge hog from Beastly, so we already know how this game is going to go, with a comeback from Spargo to eventually take the lead, and then squander it when Beastly decided to take it up a notch at the end with this slick combo. Congratulations to Spargo for a solid tournament run. Losers Finals. The winner of this faces Marlon and Grands. Will CakeAssault cruise to a victory, or will the 5th seed prove to be more of a challenge than initially thought? CakeAssault takes Game 1. Early stock from CakeAssault sets the tempo for Game 2, but Beastly answers back immediately. It doesn't last long as CakeAssault reminds him who is going to take the whole bracket, and yet again, Beastly does not take kindly to this message and immediately answers back. And we've seen this song and dance before. CakeAssault rallies back with a lot of percent. Beastly says, not today. Let's see how this game ends.
Oh, can he remix it? I think if he had committed, he could have got another one.
Can't risk that last stop though.
You absolutely can.
Oh, the nair! Snatches him away, doesn't try and grab.
Does he have to tech? No, but the aggressive fair gets Cake back.
Oh, and the sweet spot back
He
there.
lives.
Still living though, port, big stage.
The grab, what do you got? No, punish, CakeAssault! It's going to die!
Game 3 saw Beastly dominate the first half of the game, but CakeAssault turned it around at the end of the game for a decisive victory. Game 4 saw a dominant performance by the underdog with a clean combo to take it to Game 5. In Game 5, Beastly starts off very hot against the number 1 seed, but he is the number 1 seed for a reason. He brings out a stock lead with only 33% on him. The momentum is clearly in Cake's favor. Until this happens.
Crucial mistake to make in this game 5. Beastly now on the back foot for what feels like the first time in forever. CakeAssault putting the work on him.
With the claws,
That's
side
it.
strike too. I talked about it.
That's
there
it.
it is. Beast.
The game is now 1 stock apiece. Game 5, losers finals. Winner goes to grands, loser goes home. Will the underdog prevail, or will we get a rematch in grand finals? Let's take a look at the final stock from loser's side.
Nodding his head, said, "You know what? Hey, maybe I'm
knew
right
that
back
one.
into it."
I seen that one before. Beastly down but not out, fighting back in this game 5. CakeAssault, do you have it in you? Can you make it back to the
Gatling.
grand final side of this bracket?
What can
or
we
is
get?
Beastly the underdog?
Beastly nodding his head, he knows.
No!
The parry. Nothing from it though, not too much. Still a little bit of percent on the board. Cake in trouble, Nurse.
On fire, trying to get out of this corner. The forward air, a little ill-advised. The DIN from Beastly gives Cake an opportunity, reeling back in his chair.
How the hell do you land versus goddamn characters? The grab though.
The DI
Grand finals, Marlon versus Beastly, game 1. Beastly must have been feeling nervous, as most people would be being in grand finals, and he SD'd twice, but he ended up bringing it back to 1 stock apiece, with each competitor having above 100%. In a last stock scramble, there was 1 final grab, and the game is over. Game 2. Beastly takes his first lead of the set. Can he keep it? Unfortunately, it's back to even after this. Halfway through the game, we see Beastly in advantage until Marlon pulls off one of the slickest maneuvers that I have seen in a long time. These 2 players are even at their final stock. Each have a combo that they're going to pull out. Let's take a look at how these sequences played out.
There's the up though. What are we getting? Just enough air? Another one. Gets 3, gets the belly hitbox to spike him, and we still
The
going on
baby
Marlon.
dashes to Marlon.
Okay.
Spot. Oh, that would have killed.
Chill out, please. He has it on the up throw, able to get something. Still going, still going.
Nice. Big damage off the back of that double up air, and unable to find his way out of disadvantage.
puddle.
Is that strong?
Game 3. Beastly looks large and in charge. First stock, boom, gone. Second stock, the advantage. Wait for it, boom. Last stock, headbutt, boom, game goes to Beastly. Game 4 sees Marlon start off very hot, taking the first stock with down smash at the ledge. 1 stock later, we see a similar scenario, deja vu, boom, down smash at the ledge again. Last stock, 3rd time's a charm, Marlon wins game 4. Game 5. Can Marlon pull out the victory, or will Beastly force a grand finals reset? You see them play very well with this roll in on the fully charged F smash, so that he doesn't die. On the second stock, we see a classic stare down, and then we reach the final stock. We see Beastly at disadvantage, Marlon charging an F smash, and he misses, but then he recovers, and that's it! The pop-off! The signal is gone, the game is over. Marlon has won. Battle of BC7, congratulations to him, it is well deserved, and he looked very dominant in this tournament run. Subscribe if you enjoyed, thank you for watching, I'll see you in another video, goodbye.